Mr. Flamingo Reviews, where today I will be reviewing The Last Call, created by Mr. Flamingo Reviews. The Last Call is a short starring the creative director of Mr. Flamingo Reviews herself, stunts done by the co-host of Mr. Flamingo Reviews, and visuals were done by and recorded by the big man, one of our frequent guests on Mr. Flamingo Reviews. This whole idea came about when last summer I realized I had nothing to do, so I created Mr. Flamingo Reviews. And then that spun into, what if I just made my own little short? I wrote the idea out that originally what I had wanted to do was to use the visual of a how do I explain it? In my mind, the thought was that I could stick a camera or a phone out a window and drive around for a while, and that would be the visual. But no, then I realized I don't think anybody would want to stick their phone out of a moving car. Instead, I pivoted to this idea of starting up at the sky and panning down, and it's just trying to evoke the idea of somebody sitting in a park. And I mean, overall, I think I got that across. But look, I've never done anything like this before. I could have done it a lot probably smoother if I had had a better idea, a more concrete idea. I did this all within the span of like 2 days, the visual recordings at least. The plot, if anything, was meant to be interpretive. The fact that somebody is sitting alone after what you could consider to be perhaps a long day, and they're making a phone call, one last phone call to somebody that was important to them or is important to them, and perhaps that person couldn't answer the phone, or perhaps they haven't spoken in a while. It's whatever you feel, and they're just making their peace, so to speak. And I thought that could be a really fun thing to do, and trying to write something with a little bit of heart in it. Some criticisms on my part is I could have wrote a finer script, something a little more tight, I could have also, in many ways, I could have spent a lot more time on the visuals, but this was last summer. I was teaching everything to myself as I go. I had just taken script writing, or I was going to take script writing, one or the other. I was going to take script writing, that's right. So I had that going. I was trying to write my own script based off of just whatever I could learn about script writing prior to an actual class. I taught myself anything I could about editing. The video part, the background, the scenery and everything was mostly just what I could think of coming to mind. We got ourselves a tripod for a phone, essentially. That's just what we worked with. I had taught myself Microsoft Clipchamp's more extensive features on the fly. It was all just very grassroots, just ground up, whatever I could do. But now I know I can do better. But for what it was, I think I did okay. Somebody could poke holes all they want, that's totally fine. But I'm proud. I did it. It became real. My idea became tangible. You can watch it, 82 people have, which is pretty nice. Overall, if you want to do me the favor to look at it, please do. It's been over a year now. It's the only thing I've ever managed to put out creatively, because I couldn't think of any other ideas as I go. Or I do have ideas, but they've been, I don't want to say held back, but I haven't found good ways to actualize them, I suppose. But overall, I was very proud of how this turned out, and it sucks that I didn't get this out for the 1 year, but better late than ever. I've been Mr. Flamingo, and I want to say thank you to everybody who's watched it, everybody who's watching me, friends, family, my co-host, and then thank you to the 3 that made it possible for that to exist, and good night.